Violence fury with the U.S. envoy and EU envoys. A NASA leader takes on American and 10 European envoys who insist dialogue with Uhuru must be preceded by recognition of his legitimacy as president, saying they are intruding on Kenya's politics for selfish reasons. I've seen this before. I've seen it when it comes, even Museveni, the president of Uganda, has told the people from the West, keep off. And we also saw it with the former president of Zimbabwe, who told Americans and the EU, please handle your country and allow me to handle my Zimbabwe. Ngunjiri, what do we have to say about that?
Nina, thank you. Whereas I don't agree with the European countries getting into matters of Africa. I don't agree with Raila when it comes to matters of democracy and matters of leadership. Remember that some of these European countries have been in democracy for so many years, and it is upon Kenya to benchmark with the best. In this particular issue pertaining what Raila is talking about, recognizing President Uhuru Kenyatta, I totally disagree with Raila. It is basic human evaluation intelligence that a country like the US, a country like the Britain, and other countries are the best to benchmark with. And these are the pioneers of democracy. You talk about a country like the US, which have been there for in democracy for 300 years. And I don't know why Raila Odinga, being a student of history and one of the fathers of modern democracy in Kenya, would opt to bash these people. These people can give us at least some prudent benchmark course.
All right, let's go back to the elections that we had last year, from the August 8th, and after, before the results were called out by Mr. Chebukati, the chairman of the IEBC. We had the people from the West, the EU observers, and even the AU observers coming in and saying that the elections were free, fair, credible, and legitimate, right? And legal. But later on, we came in to see that through our Supreme Court, Chief Justice David Maraga happened to say that he nullified Uhuru Kenyatta's win. And by nullifying Uhuru Kenyatta's win, that meant definitely that the IEBC the elections from the IEBC and them being the controllers of the elections did not perform their duties. So where is this confusion? You understand? Maybe we could, let's try and understand where Raila Odinga was coming from, yeah? By him saying, keep off. Because clearly, in the past, we've seen, they've shown us doubt, yes? We have a reason to doubt them. They say the elections were free and fair, and then Chief Justice David Maraga says, no, that's not the case. IEBC did not do a fair job. So don't you think Raila Odinga has a right?
If I got you well, you talked about 11 envoys. That is including Robert Godek, the British High Commissioner to Kenya. Those are the people who talked yesterday. And they said that Kenya is grappling with chaos or progress. It is for the citizens to choose. And they called upon Raila Odinga to accept that Uhuru Kenyatta was duly elected and he is the president. Then from there, sensible or prudent dialogue can begin, so that it is not good as well to ignore Raila Odinga, but his sentiments, and I like the peculiar statement there by that newspaper, keep off our mess. For me, what Raila Odinga is calling a mess is a creation by those who are pessimistic. In a manner of speaking, those people who don't see good in anything. And to finish on my point, I don't disagree with Raila on the issue of democracy intricate. If it were other matters, remember that these countries, as I said, some of them have been there for so many years, practicing democracy. And this is known. In issues of of advice. And remember, these people are stakeholders in Kenya, and they have seen it all. So in that issue, I totally disagree with Raila Odinga.
All right. And as Kariuki continues to totally disagree with the opposition leader, the NASA coalition leader, Raila Odinga, let me just read for you what the minority leader, one of the minority leaders, John Badi, had to say. If they are honest, they must tell us this regime to uphold the rule of law, freedom of media, and respect the judiciary. Now, they should be ashamed of themselves, telling us to recognize a regime that cannot obey court orders and is arresting opposition leaders. So let me just now try to break it down for you. You come from a home where you have a mother and a father. Yes? If there's a problem, if your mother and father have problems with the children, is it fair to try and solve the problem in-house other than get help from outside? Because getting help from outside only makes the situation worse. So what do you think? You have a problem. Would you appreciate if your parents go outside and start calling your aunties and uncles, come on, let's try solve this problem? And yet, we've not even sat down with your parents and said, listen, this is how things are going. Let's try and solve this in-house. Let's not, tusianike aibu zetu nje.
Okay, Nina, in this era in time, when we have scientific stroke political, but practical politics, it is a time that you must take all that comes from within and all that comes from outside. Remember what the 11 envoys are saying is key in this country, especially at this time. We have tried as a country, and I know various religious leaders have tried to bring these people together. They have been there trying to, this have been, there has been a public outcry that the two protagonists, that is Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, needs to talk. But I don't see the problem when a third party comes in, and in this case, it is a third party which has a lot of experience in matters democracy, in matters social progress, and in economic matters. So I don't see the problem of that.